Well, there is this 13th century poet and Sufi mystic by the name of Rumi, and I find this to be one of his most engaging quotes. You are a volume in the divine book, a mirror to the power that created the universe. Whatever you want, ask it of yourself. Whatever you're looking for can only be found inside of you. Yeah. And within that quote is the foundation of the teachings of this 5 Sunday Talk series. We may either respond with an energetic yes or with a puzzled skepticism. Or, well, that's great, but how? Well, today we're going to continue on our Sunday Talk series, Swimming in the Flow of Life. And if you're not a good swimmer, somebody said, oh, I don't like that swimming part. Well, how about living? Or how about dancing in the flow of life? Yes. Last week I encouraged you to ponder on an Eric Butterworth phrase. It's from his book, In the Flow of Life. And here's the phrase. God, or whatever word you use for God, spirit, divine, whatever, God is a sphere whose center is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere. Just say it one more time. God is a sphere whose center is everywhere, and whose circumference, the boundaries, is nowhere. If this sphere has a center that is everywhere, then where is it? It must be exactly where I am, where you are. The true omnipresence, everywhere equally present. So we are each the center of God or of the allness. We are an eachness in the allness. No matter what we may think we are, each of us is the flowing forth of the one. So no matter how different we may look, we may think, we may speak, each one of us is an eachness in the allness of the one. Of God. Now, Eric Butterworth said that we are never farther from this healing flow of life than the consent to let it unfold. And after last Sunday's talk, many of you told me that one sentence had a real impact. And as I thought more about it, it became clear to me that simply allowing is not something we're very good at, nor do we really understand it. So today we are going to explore consenting or allowing and what gets in the way and how we can more easily bring ourselves into that state of allowance. For many years, we have been taught and encouraged to go get what we want, to beg for it, to work for it, to bargain for it, to even pray or affirm for it. I grew up hearing these types of statements, and maybe you did too. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. That's my mother's favorite statement. And also, anything worth having is worth fighting for. Anything worth having, well, it's going to be a struggle. So is consent or allowing something, is it difficult? Is there only one way? Is it a struggle? Is it something to fight for? I don't think so. You see, the flow of life can be seen as a dynamic and interconnected web with where everything is connected and influencing each other. This perspective emphasizes the idea that we are all part of a larger whole. So aligning with the flow of life or the universe is often described as being in harmony with the divine. Letting go of resistance and trusting the process, allowing life to unfold. Now, allowing can let a possibility happen. It is being open to receive. And allowing actually presumes that it's already here. It's ready to be given. And then when we consent, it can be manifested. The possibilities are already available. Our good is already here. It's up to us to allow it to unfold. Eric Butterworth says, "You are in the ceaseless flow of the transcendent life. You are the living enterprise of the creative process that is God, which is a circle that is centered in you. All the attributes of the infinite are in focus as you. You are in this flow, and you are this flow. You are a child of the universe." And so Eric Butterworth suggests that we meditate on this tremendous insight, the divine flow. That sense of connection with spirit can provide for us in every way. It is the way to receive our highest good. When we are in a state of allowing, the flow of the universe can pour in, through, and as us. And the truth is, we don't need much to do to get that. We just need to release the idea that it is hard, that it is difficult, that it is a struggle. It might also require us to embrace the possibility that maybe, just maybe, we don't know everything. And just maybe that we don't have all the answers. So with an open mind and heart, we can enter into what we call the silence, which is not empty and often not silent. It's full of answers. It's full of divine ideas. Inspiration and ideas come to us when we allow ourselves to receive or to just be in the flow of life. We don't have to worry about how we'll figure out something or even know what to say. The divine flow knows. And when we are in a state of fully allowing, it can come through. The solutions and the words will show up when we need them, and we can trust that. And yet we struggle to get out of the grip of all of what's in this physical world. What we hear about life and ourselves, what we hear and see about our world, and all that encourages us to stay powerless, unhappy, negative, and not even seeing that allowing or consenting is a possibility or a solution. When we are engulfed in lack thinking, it is difficult to see how the flow of life can be the answer, and how the silence or meditation can be the door to experience being in the flow of life. It might even seem ludicrous that the silence can help us shake off the shackles of this physical world and be open to the possibility of more. For me and many others, there have been times when we needed some assistance to even get our mind and heart open to the silence and to the flow of the universe, of God or Spirit. And so often we'll use music. Anybody use music to shake off fear and worry and use it as an entry to be in a different state of consciousness? Anyone who was singing this morning to Take Me Home, Country Road, did that uplift your spirit? Did that put a smile on your face? Did that kind of chill you out, right? Just go with the flow. Yeah. So we can use music as that way. Oftentimes before I'll meditate, I'll put on some nice music just to get me in that sense of consciousness I need to be in. Well, we are going to be talking today about some ways that can assist you in being in the flow of life. And so a wonderful member, Lisa McDaniels, Daniel has offered to share with all of us her wonderful talents with the bowls and with the drum and some other things. And so, Lisa, I'm going to ask you to come up, and she's going to tell us a little bit about using our breath and a little bit about, I guess, sound, right? Which is a little bit different than how music might affect us. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over to you for a little bit, okay? All right, thank you.
Okay, so as Reverend Christine mentioned, I'm going to do a little breath work to start with, and then I will play the steel tongue drum, and then I will play the bowls. And so some of the sounds might be intense for some people, so just try to go with the flow of the sound and relax into it. So we'll start out just focusing on the breath, just the breath as it is. Just gently noticing the breath coming into the body through the nose. We get a little iPhone accompaniment here. So noticing the breath coming into the body. Yep. Okay. There we go. Good reminder. So noticing the breath coming in through the nostrils, a cooling sensation as it comes in, and just allowing the body to breathe itself. No need to change the breath, just to notice it. Notice the belly rising and falling. Notice the sensation of the breath in the throat, cooling as it comes in, warming the throat and the nostrils as it comes out. And just noticing whether the breath is shallow or deep. A good breath just as it is. And then as we end this breathing, maybe just a nice exhale of exhaling any stress or tension that might be in your body today on the way out. Okay. And now I'm going to play the steel tongue drum, and it's not particularly music, it's just sound for you to listen to and experience. And you can just notice, do you feel different after the breathing exercise? Do you feel more in the flow of life? Is the breath something that is a door for you? and just something to notice. So again, just noticing, listening to those sounds, whether that was relaxing and creating flow for you, or whether maybe something else does that for you. And now I'll play the bowls. And again, just noticing how that felt to listen to those sounds. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. I also want you to know that Lisa has joined Deborah Giddings and myself in leading the Wednesday night meditation service on Facebook. So she'll be bringing her bowls and different ways of mindfulness meditation. So you might want to come and check out Wednesday night meditation service. Well, I have just one more idea that I'd like to share with you, and for some of you, it's going to be a very, oh, of course, that's a good way. Sometimes we get pent up emotions or energy, and yet we want to, take a moment, take that prayerful pause, and go into the silence, but we're kind of revved up. It could be revved up in a good way, it could be revved up in a bad way, but we could be revved up. And one of the ways that I get to release that energy and are able then to sit in the silence is through body movements. It could be dancing. We're going to have a great closing song, which you might want to dance to. Or it just may be, body movements. It could be very deliberate body movements, like giving yourself a hug, creating that pressure and then releasing. Or it could just be wildly dancing around. But think of this: body and soul are all one. And remember to allow all of it to participate in your spiritual journey. Because these and many others are all easy ways to open your mind and heart and create a space for allowing and consenting. Going into the silence is important. That silence inside of us helps us hear. It's where we have that wonderful word, intuition. It just came to me. And that comes to us through the silence. And it also creates a real space for allowing, for consenting, and to create an enduring center of peace right within you. So once a day, this week at least, once a day, be open to the flow of life, even if just for a few minutes. Allow the universe or spirit to be what it is. To allow it to be what it is, which is helpful, which is supportive. It has your back. Have faith and trust in you and your God. Have trust in your power, your journey, your intuition, that all that comes from within. You'll begin to flow even more so, even when the ordinary moments of your life, you can see them all as opportunities to consent, to allow, to bring us into the flow of the universe. So I'm going to leave you with the meditation prayer that Eric Butterworth included in his book, and that was in our newsletter. And also to let you know that that their weekly newsletter is now posted on the front page of our website. So if it gets lost in your mail, okay, or having problems getting it, you can always go to the home page of our website and get it there. So I'm going to leave you with that. Here it is. Let your mind and heart release all that disturbs you. Let your body be still, and all the frettings of your body and all that surrounds it. Let the earth and the sea and the air be still, and even heaven itself. And then think of spirit as streaming, pouring, rushing, and shining into you, through you, and out from you in all directions, while you sit quiet. This week, practice consenting and allowing for just a few moments every day, and become aware of being in and as the flow of life. And so it is. Namaste.